welcome back, everybody. We are back from our break, and we pick up with our crew. Some with recently soiled pants, making their way
down the hallway.
Now, question. So, Sig, do you have the trash liner bag with the creature inside it? Are you taking that dead creature with you? Because you guys were wanting to take it to the lab for study, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you keeping the whole trash can or just the liner from the inside of it, or?
So I think I tied the liner, but I'm gonna bring it in the trash can. It's in a closed bag.
Okay. You realize when you tied the liner, there's a big gaping knife slash through the side of the.
If it somehow comes back to life, it's gonna struggle to get out the knife hole for a little bit. So
there you go.
I'll hear the movement.
Okay, you got it. We pick up with the group still on C block, second level. They are walking through the halls, making their way. It looks as if you guys will have to go through B block, second level, and then to the south to E block, second floor, to get to your destination of the command center / med lab, where you guys want to head on to next. My question for all of you is, how are you getting there? How are you moving about? Are you trying to be really quiet, or are you just trying to go with haste?
I'm gonna draw my, what was it called again? And have it at the ready. Let me just figure out what it's called again. It was my a cutting torch.
Okay.
I'm gonna have that at the ready.
Okay. Yep. Hirsch pulls out his cutting torch tool that he carries.
I have this, but no mop before you start Singleton.
So useful. Wait, torch as in flamethrower or torch as in flashlight?
Torch. It's
like an acetylene torch.
Yeah, like one of those.
Like a propane torch you get at Home Depot to cut metal.
Cut metal. Oh. Yeah, like a cutting metal torch.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's so helpful with garbage. Thanks.
Laura's gonna put the knife away and pull her bolt gun out.
Okay.
But she seems to be walking with haste, with a, I won't say haste, but with a very mindful purpose behind her steps.
Okay. Also, Matthew, just to let you know, I would say that this, where you guys were, he was doing the analysis on this creature and everything, your -2 penalty on your agility rolls would pass now because your panic has ended effectively.
And as we're walking, Magora's going to sort of just be fitzing around a little bit as she's walking with the ID badge that's on the front of her uniform. Like sort of running her hand over it a little bit, just trying to steady herself.
Okay.
I'm a corporate admin.
So you're using your badge.
I'm using my.
All right,
badge.
Yeah,
point of stress.
Reduce your stress by 1. That's the only time this game you can use it.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, because you picked up 2 Yeah, I was gonna say you picked up 2 from that one encounter.
I was up at 3. Then the janitor got me down to 1, and then I jumped back up to 3. So it's like,
Okay.
But yeah.
Do our signature items do things, or are they just our signature items?
Basically, if you say you're interacting with your signature item in some way, you can reduce your stress by 1 point.
Oh, okay, that's
once during this game today. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
That's what he just did. Yep.
Gotcha. That clears it up.
Mm-hmm. All right. So how are you guys moving again? Are you guys?
I'll be kind of behind Magora, and I'll be like, hold it together. We can do this.
Okay.
Magora's walking and just, again, bolt gun is in the hand, and she's Singleton. We've worked together for a while. You would probably notice it. There's something turning in her head. There's purpose behind her movement now.
Okay.
Whereas before it was, let's see what's happening. It was more questioning. resolve present that you're picking up on.
Okay.
I assume Hirsch is kind of like up front and like getting ready to just like fight whatever pops up, right?
Oh yeah, for real.
Okay. In that case, Holroyd's gonna like hang back and like kind of make sure I follow and like push Sig along.
Yeah, Sig is
keeps getting distracted by like stuff, and I'm just like
I'm 100% just like staring at like the trash can and the bag, and just like you can see like the wheels turning for me too, but I'm just like 100% focused on what's in my hands rather than where I'm going, what's happening.
the occasional like hard turn. Holroyd would probably just pivot Sig in the right direction. So
yeah, I don't even react. I'm just doing whatever you tell me to do. So.
Okay.
But yeah, so Holroyd will follow up the rear, and then everybody else, I guess, in the middle.
Okay, sounds great. You guys are moving through the halls. You guys pass through 2 doorways from C block and into a what do you call those? Is it like an overpass type thing that are within buildings sometimes that connect 2 structures together? I guess
like a
like a catwalk.
like yeah, kind of like one of those. That's what that area is. Hirsch, before you can get into block B2 though, when you get to that doorway that leads into B2, you realize that when the lockdown was engaged here, it put security lock on these doors.
Okay. Sigs, I think we might need your help to see if we can try and open these doors up. I can't open them.
What? Huh?
The doors are locked. The doors are locked. I can't get into it. We can't get on.
I don't think I have the capability.
Is there a computer or anything? Yeah, just give it a shot at least.
You might be able to hack the system.
Sure, I'll go try it.
Okay.
As he starts to walk up, McWhirr's just gonna push past Hirsch and enter her security code.
Okay. You enter it into your security code. So Hirsch types something in. You see a green light flash on the little side key card thing, and it goes, and the door slides open.
I did it, everybody.
So you've had that the entire time. You've had that the entire time.
Yes, I am the site administrator.
Why
so
didn't
when
you log
Sigs
into
was
the cameras?
Yeah.
You didn't ask me to.
Oh, wonderful.
Well done.
If you don't communicate clearly, we will not have a meaningful relationship.
I think that goes both ways.
Yeah, just typical. Alright, I'm a...
Shall we?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh, it's moving. Ah.
No.
Oh, you're not shaking this time. Dang.
Well done, Sigs.
I'm just gonna sort of look over the side of the railing down. How far down is it?
Well, you're kind of like completely enclosed. Like it's
enclosed.
yeah, it's enclosed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the door is open. You guys can enter block B2.
Okay.
You guys would also know, based on your knowledge of this place, that the Armory is located on the southwestern part of block B2. There, where you see that square target image on the map, that is the Armory located within this block.
I'm gonna push past McWhirr and be like, I feel like we should go to the Armory first, get more weapons, and then I make our way to the med lab.
You're probably correct with that. Come along, I'll make sure we can all get into it.
Okay.
Holroyd, you coming?
Following up, make sure everybody's on their way. So,
McWhirr's gonna follow right behind Hirsch in case there's a lock. Hopefully there's a lock on the Armory, because if there's a lock on it, that means there's still stuff in there.
So you guys go down the hall, making your way to the Armory. You go down to the door, Hirsch, and you do also see a keypad lock engaged with the door of the armory.
McQueer, come on, enter your code in.
I'll go try putting my code in. Assuming I have access to the armory.
McWeir goes ahead and types in the code and hits the enter key, and it just flashes red.
Oh,
Your thought, McWeir, is you... the only person that probably has the card to this was the admin of security, which you are not.
Wonderful.
Could you
so much for being
possibly
so
use
important.
your cutting torch to cut through the lock? Maybe? If we know where the lock is, I guess.
You could use your cutting torch to cut a hole in the door.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try let Sig have a go at hacking it to see if he can without.
All right, I'll just walk over and start putting in random number combinations.
Okay. I'll save you the hassle of rolling. You try at least like you start off with about 15, and they keep on flashing red every single time. You're not even sure how many numbers to even type in. Yes.
One, enter. Nope. Two, enter.
That's it.
I think like my head would start with just like 5-digit codes because normally it's 5-digit codes. So I'd 111 11 11112 11113 111.
You guys just hear this constant at every attempt.
Yeah, I decided, okay, yeah, Sig's enough, we're done. I'm gonna just try cut a hole through this.
Okay. So
I'm going to take up a sort of flanking position on the basically just past him on the south, down towards the med lab. So with my back to Hirsch, and again, just with the bolt gun ready in case something starts coming up from the southern area towards us.
I keep my
Already-
motion
okay.
sensor. Would that work?
Oh yeah, yeah, should.
Yeah.
you're using your motion
I'll
sensor?
take that out.
Okay.
I'll take that out and see if I find anything pinging on that.
Okay,
besides us.
here's what I'd like you to do. On your character sheet, Sarah, in the bottom left hand,
Uh-huh.
you're going to see consumables. And you should have something that has power, and there should be a rating beside it, a number.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and click on power.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, great.
So what that means is your power on your motion detector is reduced by 1.
Okay.
So you change that 5 to a 4. When it goes to 0, you can no longer use your motion tracker.
Okay.
Okay? So you are picking up motion from the med lab. You're getting a
Okay.
ping from down there. You guys are also picking up motion from somewhere outside of this place called Billy's Bar.
Like outside?
From what you can tell on the motion tracker, I mean, it's just pinging in this location.
Oh, okay.
Could be someone strode in there. Could be. More
Or
of
it
these
could
things.
be. Yeah.
Would I know if Billy's bar goes down to all the way down to the first floor, or is that just like on our floor?
Billy's Bar is a 2-story facility, yeah. But you can only access it. There's only a doorway from the downstairs, though, from the main floor.
Okay.
You guys have been there before. It's kind of like the bar's at the bottom, and then upstairs they have seating and tables and stuff. So, but there's no access point from the second story.
Okay.
So you're gonna go ahead and use the cutting torch on the armory.
Yes.
I'd like you to make a heavy machinery roll.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh,
Now you can try to push your roll.
yeah. I think I'm gonna try pushing it.
So go ahead and take a point of stress and then re-roll your
Okay.
heavy machinery.
Oh,
Go ahead and make a panic roll for me,
Oh,
Hirsch.
God.
Oh no.
Okay. Panic.
Yeah, there should be a 5 means you're keeping it together, but you guys are noticing Hirsch is having a really difficult time with this door. It's a very secure door. It's very thick, and the cutting torch just seems to be going very slow, and he's starting to get frustrated, and it's not looking good for Hirsch right now as he's starting to panic. Also, I need you to roll on your power for your cutting torch,
Okay.
Hirsch.
What was Kaminsky again? I didn't write that down. What role did he have? Do we know?
Okay, your cutting torch goes down by 1, Hirsch.
Oh, okay. That's typical.
What was Comiskey again?
Yeah.
He was like a. He was
I
a
think they're both
scientist.
female. I think they were both.
Okay.
One was like an agent. It was in that starter
Yeah,
tech.
company agent was Reynolds. Yeah,
Reynolds,
company agent
yeah.
was Reynolds.
Mm.
So I've got her key. Then chief scientist Theodora Comiskey.
Yeah, chief
Okay, thank
scientist.
you.
She's a
That's
chief
right.
scientist.
Mhm.
Okay, where is security on the map? Do we know where security is?
I
or
think we determined that you guys would need to go to the command center
command
for that.
center?
Yeah, which is
Okay.
also located in E2.
I'm a hand around and be like, guys, it's not working. I feel like we should just move on to the med lab and command center, then come back after we get a key card from maybe that Kaminsky guy might have it, or there could be an access code in the command center.
All right.
I like that plan.
McWhirr's just gonna shake her head to herself, but go along with it, heading towards the med lab. Is that?
Okay.
Okay.
As you guys begin to move south and you begin to pass exactly where you guys are walking by right now, you guys notice there is a terminal to the side of you, and that terminal starts to buzz, and you can see that there is an individual's face on the screen looking towards you guys, but you can't hear it because the terminal has not been answered.
Just,
Um,
do I recognize the face?
You do. It is an individual named. Let me double check his last name. It's Wes Osterman. He is basically he works on he keeps the HVAC systems running here in the colony. He's like the guy in charge of that. He looks extremely panicked in the video image that you're seeing of him.
Is he a good worker though?
Oh yeah.
Had any problems with him?
Well, I don't think you've had any problems with him. Seems to be efficient. Answer it. So immediately upon answering this, like for some like it's extremely loud. Like as soon as you answer it, like it's like and then this loud noises start popping up, and he's like, "Hey, who is it? McWhirr.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's wrong, husband? Where are you?
I'm in the bar. I locked myself into the bar. There's something pounding at the door. It's trying to get me. Can you come help me? Help me, get me out of here.
Yes, we're heading. We have one in the med lab around the corner we're grabbing, and we'll be down to help you shortly.
I don't know how much time I have. And you guys can hear that massive thumping noise in the background.
ask him for his access code if he's got one.
He's HVAC. He's not going to have the armory.
You never know; it could come in handy later on.
Like a Molotov cocktail.
McWhirr will ask for any like security codes he has to get into areas of the ventilation or ducting system.
What was that? Say that again.
So McWhirr's asking if are there any security codes or access codes we would need to access the ventilation system, if it makes it easier to get to you.
On lockdown, I mean, it's hard to say if anything's even available for anyone right now. Listen, you guys are gonna have to hurry. I think you're getting through. And at that point, since all this loud noise has been kind of echoing through the hall a little bit, Holroyd, you said you were in the back of the line?
Yeah, I was watching behind us to see.
As you turn around towards the end of the hallway on B2 deck, something just dropped from the ceiling into the hallway.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And it's
approximate size.
Humans-esque. And I'm gonna put it on your token layer. Something very alien seems to have dumped off of the ceiling here. Looking kind of like this.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Holroyd will turn and say, I just yell, run. And then I'm gonna rush it.
Okay, well, let's do this. Let's all pick initiative cards, and we'll see how we respond to this situation.
Are we drawing or are you dealing?
I will deal them. So I will deal one card to each of you. I just have to select the cards because it still has the players from the last game in here too for some reason. Because I didn't...
Same game.
Yeah, it's the same game, so I didn't... I could have temporarily removed them and then added them again later, but... and Sarah. There we go. Deal should deal you guys cards, so you guys should all have cards now. And you can go ahead and do that same rotation that we did before, where you click on your token and use the initiative card thing on the character sheet there. Oh, Singleton with a 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And I'm close by there. Yeah.
Yo boy.
I might dash on this other hallway. We'll see.
Okay, so you guys aren't gonna like me very much with this one. This is called an alien scout. They have a speed of 3.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Which means they get 3 initiative cards. So, I'm going to draw a 7. I draw a 3.
Not great.
And I draw a 6. So we've got 3, a 6, and a 7 for the alien scout. So, let's go ahead and get ourselves in initiative order here. Hirsch, you were actually first to go, and you're way down. Like, you're the farthest away from this creature right now.
Yep. Okay.
So what would you like to do?
So, I hear it, I turn around, and I spot this demon-like creature. So, I shout demon again, and start to run towards it as fast as I can.
Okay. I would
I might have
say...
to use both my 2 fast actions for this to get us higher. I don't think I'll be able to attack it, but
yeah, I think the closest you can get is like right behind Holroyd.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sprint straight behind Holroyd, saying, "Get out the way."
Okay, you got it. So Hirsch just rushes towards the creature, bringing us to the creature's turn. Its first initiative. It is actually going to use a fast action to rush up to Holroyd. As this alien moves kind of like on all fours, it's kind of like running almost like an animal towards you, Holroyd. And then it's going to do one of its signature attacks. So, Holroyd, go ahead and roll a d6 for me, and I'll let you determine your own fate. A 5. That is called Capture for the Hive.
Oh boy.
No.
The Xeno attacks with its venom-spiked tail. 10 base dice.
Ooh, boy.
So here we go. 3 successes. Do you have any armor?
I have I have a ability called Resilient. I need to roll for strength, attribute only, no skill. Anytime you suffer damage, you can't push the roll, which does not count as an action. For every success you roll, 1 point of damage is eliminated. If all damage is eliminated, you suffer none at all. I don't see any armor, so I don't get to like.
Yeah, you don't get to do armor.
So I can't roll a straight strength, but close combat is 0, so it's basically the same. Still 7 strength.
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
No modifier. Come on, 3 successes, 1 success.
Okay.
So,
excellent. Well,
I'm able to reduce it by 1, but
yeah. So you are going to take. Okay, this is cool. This attack only will deal 1 maximum damage, so you actually soak the damage. And actually, because you are synthetic, the other feature of this attack does not take hold. As it seems as if there's some kind of substance trying to pump into your system, but doesn't seem to do anything to you. So you're struck with it. You guys can see like some white milky blood starts to seep from Holroyd, but nothing. It doesn't seem to affect you.
lucky for now, anyway.
And that ends that turn, bringing us to Sig.
I think you.
What I'm gonna do?
Oh, sorry.
Is I'm just gonna run.
Okay.
Like I'm just gonna run.
I don't know if you did this on purpose, but like you zoomed in.
I did.
I'm running.
Okay.
I take that to mean he is running at it because he zoomed in.
I'm running.
Okay, where are you running to, Sig? You can run. You can effectively move through 2 zones on your turn. So zones are kind of like about a hallway or 2 rooms worth, kind of on this map. So pretty much, if you ran south, you could get into E2, but not all the way down to the end where the command center and stuff are. You could probably get to probably like here on a full turn. This little.
That's it.
You're just
That's
booking
it.
it.
That's what we're calling it.
All right. We're gonna quickly opens the door and just runs into to this next E block. Excellent. That brings us to Holroyd. You currently have a tail stuck in the side of your shoulder, and it's just like looking. It seems to be. I mean, you can't really tell that. It seems to be very confused that you're just standing there.
I'm gonna like calmly turn to Hirsch and say like, you need to protect them. You need to get out of here with everybody else. I'll hold this off, and then I'll turn and like try to fight it. I guess.
Okay.
I'll try to slow it down. Close call. 3 successes.
So are you just like punching it, like just attacking it?
We're getting grappled again.
all right.
I'm just gonna try to like wrap this thing and try to bring it to the ground.
Okay.
Actually, that's a thing I can do anyway.
One thing I will mention to you is, based on rules as written, you cannot grapple a xenomorph.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So let me see.
So you'll not be able to use that stunt for this one.
I will. I'm gonna knock it to the ground in that case.
Okay,
of
yeah.
grappling, I'm gonna knock it to the ground with one, and then
Sure.
I'll do extra damage with the other.
Extra damage with the other. Okay, it does get to roll armor.
Yep. So it's 2
And-
damage.
2 damage total. Now, xenomorphs have a pretty significant armor stat. It's to roll this. And soaks 3.
Oh.
So you knock it to the ground, but it's not going to take any damage. All right.
All
So
right.
a Holroyd kind of trips the creature up, knocking it down to the ground. But it's just like squealing and squirming around, tail just flailing everywhere. And I think that will end
And I'll just,
Holroyd's
I'll
turn.
just, like,
Yeah.
I'll just spare one more glance at Hirsch, and then just end my turn.
Okay. The creature on initiative count 6 is going to use its fast action to get back up. And then is going to... It's got Singleton relatively close as well.
Mm.
So I'm gonna roll a D. Let's roll a D4. 1 or 2 at an attack Singleton. 3, 4 Holroyd. Holroyd, you're the winner. Go ahead and roll a D6 for me, Holroyd, as it gets ready to attack you again.
On 5.
Oh, a 1.
A 1.
Okay.
So,
This is called Hypnotic Gaze. The Xeno, though eyeless, stares deeply into the soul of the victim. The victim is terrified. They suffer 1 stress and make an immediate panic roll. But you are synthetic. This creature does not seem to understand what is wrong with this situation. Bringing us to initiative 7, which is it again. It's going to shift over, seemingly having no effect on you. Goes to Singleton.
Mm.
Roll a d6 for me, Sarah.
Okay.
As the creature shifts to the side. A 3. Deadly grab. The beast launches through the air and grabs its victim. It attacks with 10 base dice.
Oh, bloody hell.
yeah. It's a very, very deadly encounter.
That's
You don't
2
have any armor or
successes. Yeah, you don't have any armor.
Okay.
So base damage for this attack is 1. I got
Okay.
2.
So that's 1 health off.
So it is going to do 2 damage because I rolled
Okay.
2 successes. I'm going to use the other one to add a point of damage. And if it hits, it immediately drags the target to an adjacent zone. They drop all their held items, are prone, and must make an immediate panic roll.
Okay.
So it actually drags you into this room by the foot. And you drop,
sounds
I think you have a pistol and a motion tracker.
Yeah.
You drop both of those onto the floor. Holroyd, you see them kind of scattering onto the floor as Singleton screams as this creature starts to drag her.
Okay. Are we doing anything else?
You just have to make a panic roll. So you see where it says
Oh, sorry.
panic roll on your 6.
Great.
You're holding it together. I don't know how. Being pulled away with this creature of you in your grasp. But that ends its turn, bringing us to McWhirr.
Okay.
You hear Singleton
then.
screaming down the hallway.
No, I have something I got to deal with. How far down to E2 can I get from where I am?
Probably just above the L where it says block. If you use your whole turn to do that.
Yep. Literally, and as I'm charging past, as I get past Sig,
Yeah.
just tap Sig in the shoulder. Quickly, command center. That's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yep.
Singleton.
I
What-
can't block attack. Block, because I don't have anything to attack. Right.
Well, now you don't have anything in your hands, so a block would be
Yeah.
impossible.
I'm going to crawl as my slow action if I can. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can do that. The creature kind of it has you. Let me see that. Let me see. Are you grappled or are you just grabs its victim? It doesn't say that you are still grappled after it drags you. So I will say that yeah, you can crawl.
I'm gonna crawl and seek cover.
Crawl and seek cover. Okay.
I don't
So-
know where I could.
There are
What
some
these things
yeah,
are.
there's some pieces of furniture and other things like you could crawl behind a desk. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I will crawl behind a desk.
Seeking cover.
Seek
Okay.
cover.
Okay.
Conveniently, he dragged you into IKEA.
That's it.
Both of us will never leave.
Anything else that you want to do?
That's all I can.
That's all you can do. So Singleton seeks cover, bringing us to the top of round 2 with Hirsch.
Okay, I can ignore Halroy completely and I keep running as fast as I can towards the creature.
Okay.
Am I in range to attack it or no?
Yeah, you can get into range to attack it if you want to rush
Yeah,
up to
then
it.
I lunge and start to attack it with my with the torch cutter.
Cutting. You got it. Go ahead and make
Yeah.
an attack with your cutting torch.
So would that just be click on cutting torch attack?
Yeah, you should just be able to click on that and it should
Yeah.
roll it automatically for you.
No modifiers and
Oh! Look at
Nice.
that!
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
roll!
Oh,
Okay.
it's armor piercing. Hell
It
yeah.
is
Yeah.
armor piercing too. Now, is there anything in particular you want to spend the 2 extras on, or do you want to just do extra damage? Your choice.
I want to try and pin it down. So would that be grapple?
Yeah, there is a pin down, like a knockdown. There is.
Yeah.
Let me see. Is there a? I'm looking for the close. Let me just put that thing up again. Stunts.
Yeah.
Close combat. There's grapple. I thought there was one that you could like pin somebody down, but maybe it's in a different.
That's with a different weapon.
It might be.
Okay.
There's the it was like I don't know if
It
it's
might
the
have been a
bolt gun or the
range.
rivet gun.
Yeah, it might have been a ranged combat stunt.
Okay. No, I'm gonna just inflict a whole lot of damage then.
Okay, so 2 extra points of damage.
Yep.
Okay, it does get to roll its armor, but because you have armor piercing,
Mhm.
it's only going to get to roll half of its armor, which is only 4 dice. It does soak
Like
1.
when you-
Mm.
What was that?
I was gonna say you're correct. It's ranged.
It's ranged. Okay,
With the pin
gotcha.
down.
All right. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so Hirsch, leaping forward with the cutting torch, has it fully ablaze and just strikes across the chest of this creature, jumping in between where it's turning around trying to look for Singleton, who's skittered away and hid under a table. And you just hear this screeching sound as you come across it with your cutting torch, dealing a massive amount of damage. I think that was 5 damage, but it did soak 1, so it'd be 4 damage. So that is intense. As it looks like, and it begins to spew blood, and it starts to spray. And now it's going to make its acid splash attack against Hirsch.
Oh.
Because Hirsch is in engaged range, and its acid blood is starting to pour out. So, the way acid works in this game is it has an acid splash of 8. And I add the amount of dice of the amount of damage dealt to the creature.
Ah.
Boy.
Which is going to make it 12 base dice
no.
acid splash.
Bad rolls. Come on.
So, let me roll 10 first. So there's 2
Oh,
on
okay.
10, and the 2 extra. So there's
Oh.
3 acid splash. So as you're sprayed with acid damage, you take 3 points of health, Hirsch. As this
Okay.
is just erupting all over you, and you can feel it immediately starting to dissolve your flesh, and it's just this terrible burning sensation all over your body.
Okay.
And that'll end Hirsch's turn,
Oh.
bringing us to initiative 3, which is the creature.
No.
It is very badly injured, but looks to Hirsch and spewing acid down. Is going to look at Hirsch and do me a favor there, Kos. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me, and let's see what it decides to do to you. 3. Oh, deadly grab once again. So it lunges towards you and tries to grab you with 10 base dice.
Oh.
Oh boy. You cannot attempt to block because you used all your actions already.
Yeah.
If it hits, it immediately drags the target to an adjacent zone. So you are going to drop your cutting torch. You fall prone, and because it had a base damage of 1, it actually does damage of 4, which would put you to broken, right? That's going to bring you to 0.
Yeah.
Okay. So the way broken is worked in this game is you're not like unconscious, but you're like discombobulated and non-coherent. Like you're just like you can't really do anything, but you're not unconscious. But the way this works is you suffer a critical injury.
Okay.
So on your character sheet, you will see something called D66 in the middle where all your panic rolls and stuff were.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll that for me, and we'll see what critical injury you suffer. Okay, that one's not too bad.
It's just 2d6.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
The
I think I might click on.
D66 is on the far right.
Yeah, okay. Oh, my bad.
You're all good.
Sorry in advance. That was horrible.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
6s.
Oh yeah. Oh, an 11's even better.
There you go.
That's the least you can get. So you're currently winded. That's all it
Okay.
does. So you don't have no effects, and this is not a fatal critical injury.
Oh.
So you are winded currently, and the scout drags you. Actually begins to start dragging you. I'm gonna say it starts dragging you back down this hallway, Hirsch.
Okay. I'm gonna shout out, unhand me, you fiend, get off me.
It kind of sounds like as you're being dragged and you're all beaten down and bloodied and still smoking from the acid. All right, that does bring us to Sig.
So I'm gonna try to get to the med lab, but I'm assuming the door is locked.
Okay, yeah, the door for the med lab is actually right in front of McWhirr. But you can use your movement to get to the door. And you can check the... Let me see. Med lab. It doesn't appear that the door is locked to the med lab itself.
Huh. But somebody was just asking for help in here, saying that they were stuck.
True, but you do know that there is what's called a contamination chamber within the med lab.
Okay.
And you would know that if you... the only way to... you can't get out of the contamination center chamber from the inside.
Okay. All right, I'll go. McWhirr, I have an idea. Just trust me, okay? I'll meet up with you.
Orm's not saying anything.
I'm gonna go in the med lab with the other part of my movement.
Okay. As you go in, you notice that there is an individual, indeed, trapped in the contamination chamber. It looks like a female individual in a lab coat. And you walk into the main center where there's a couple, like, like medical beds laying there. There's all kinds of medical equipment all around. But she's like panicking at the door of this place, but you can see through the whole contamination chamber. It's mostly glass, but a really like thick, heavy glass.
Yeah, that's all I can do. I'm pretty sure.
Yep, that's all you'll be able to do on your turn. That's right. Bringing us to Holroyd. Holroyd, you've witnessed all the chaos that has ensued up here.
Well, is that gun still on the floor that
It is.
dropped?
It is.
So if I don't have to move, can I grab that and just like fire, like pop some shots at the aliens down the hall here?
Unfortunately,
that way.
you would have to move to get to the gun, which would mean you'd have to take 2 fast actions to be able to possess the gun. Which
Can I
would...
switch?
I'm gonna do that. That's fine.
So you're going to use
You
a
wanna-
fast action to go
wait.
to the gun, a fast action to grab the gun.
Correct.
Okay? So basically that would be all you'd be able to do currently.
Are we allowed to switch initiative? Can I grab the gun from next to me and like throw it at him?
If it were the top of the round, you could. We
okay,
can
yeah.
at the beginning of the round. We can't. Just remember, you can switch initiatives, but it has to be done at the top of the round.
Me at the beginning.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm. And anybody can switch initiatives with anybody. It's your choice, but you have to make the call at the beginning of the round.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna burn my turn to like grab it and then like prepare to
Yeah. So how?
down this alien.
Yeah. So Holroyd, you'd probably be more like right in this area here on the map, and you can see
Sure.
that thing is dragging Hirsch, but it seems to have let go of Hirsch when it got him out to there into that hallway area. So initiative 6 and 7.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
This creature drops Hirsch, runs, and disappears.
That's no good.